A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora, and elsewhere. Fellow citizens of Guyana, I was looking at a documentary or something that someone put on about my brother Burke, and I want to comment on it. And yes, if those allegations that is true, then we need to form a national front government in Guyana. But we cannot replace an Indian government for a black government who do not take care of the people. We are not from India and Africa. We are born in Guyana. It's an Amerindian country, an indigenous country. And I could give you a lot of experience about what happened in the past under the black leadership of LFS Fawz Burnham, a liar son of a fucking bitch, LFSB, and Judas Iscariot as Cherry Jagan. Cherry Bharat Jagan. It's Judas Iscariot, but I put the thing Barabbas in the middle. But nevertheless, in Guyana, we do not have 1 million people. We are the richest country in Central and South America. And we do not know what we have. We do not have 1 million people. Right now, according to information, we may barely have 700,000. Most went to Brazil, Venezuela, French Guyana, Dutch Guyana, and you should know the rest, plus the Caribbean. And thanks to the Canadian government who take a lot of Guyanese there. And America. Well, why would I say America? I love America, don't get me wrong. But there's a lot of differences here too. It was America who created Guyana problem from 1960s with the help of the CIA that created a problem and a division between the East Indian and the African descendant. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jagan as an Indian betray you, the Indian race. And you, the black race of Guyana, Mr. Lyndon Sampson Fawz Burnham, a liar son of a fucking bitch, betray you. I have no apology to that. One thing we cannot escape, we can bribe a judge. We can bribe a politician and get off of our sentencing if we commit a crime. But that does not discriminate. It takes angels and it takes the devil. That is why you all must understand. I have listened to Mr. Burke, who explained his story, what happened in Brooklyn, to his house. And I support him. The only thing I do not support about Burke, do not call the Indian government an apartheid system when the black government had ruled as apartheid system. But I can understand that due to his young age, he didn't understand much. If it was not for the united force of the Portuguese, the Amerindian, and others, Guyana would have become a nation of a lot of debt, because the blacks was brought in there by the CIA, who killed a lot of Indians, burned buildings. And yes, it was John F. Kennedy. But can we blame America? No. How could you fight a government when they just came out of World War II fighting their own race for democracy, freedom of humanity, and you as an Indian and a black want to create hostility around that hemisphere? Something wrong with y'all. Now, I'm a mixed race. I have Nigerian blood in me, and Nigerian, not Chinese, not European or Indian. It's black people. I have Indian blood in me, and so be it, as you know, they are not the rest. But also, I have a different way of thinking. And I must be honest, in Guyana, we don't have 1 million people. We are bigger than Britain. We have 300 and something island in the country. Some is as bigger than Barbados. Why don't we take people from foreign countries to live, take care of their family, regardless of their race or their ideology? 'Cause everybody lost something in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, I might be mentally ill or crazy or stupid or being an asshole, as you Indian love to proclaim me as. I don't need a grain of rice or a grain of salt or sugar from none of you, both race. But there are decent black people in Guyana. Out of 200 and something thousand, 80 to 70,000 are genuine human beings, honorable. The rest are miserable. And out of the Indian, 242,000, all of you, I will give at least 18 to 20,000 genuine human beings, all the rest is garbage. And I have no apology to this. Because you Indian, you love the voodoo man. You love to bribe others to kill your brother, your mother, your sister, your own mother and father. You put them on the street because you want land. You are not different from the effing Jews of Israel. And I have no apology to this. Look what's happening in Palestine country right now. Israel. I want to give my condolence on both sides. But we are all occupiers. Even the European who live in America, Canada, and others. And you who call yourselves Latino or Spanish. We are all who occupy country don't belong to us. The Caribbean, we don't belong there. If it is true that your ancestors from Africa, India, China, and Europe, what the F are you doing in America, Canada, Mexico, to Argentina and the Falkland? Tell me. But you go to church. Oh Allah. Oh Bhagwan. Oh God. Oh Jesus. You are putting the world in crisis. Y'all are hypocrites. Wake the F up. There's no such thing as an Indian man, a Chinese man, a white man, or a black man. We are all man. God says in the Holy Quran and the Bible, I make man in my own image and likeness. Why we cannot unite, live together, and carry the world through? None of you see the devil, Lucifer. None of you God or Bhagwan. Whether we like it or not, but you see me and I see you. You. And I must be honest about Guyana. It is time for we to stop talking about slave trade. Because everybody was a slave sometime or the other. And if the Quran and the Bible is true, and the Torah, some of the prophets were slaves, and God Almighty, Allah, Bhagwan, or God, allow it to happen. So why are we fighting about slavery? How would we like to go back 300-500 years ago back to Africa naked, running from hyena, and running from lions and tigers, and our tribal affair? Or back in India, the same bullshit? Let's erase that for the past and unite for a better future. There is a God, and there might be many prophets, but I mean prophet as human being, not economics. Because when I spoke about prophet, I know the Jews feel them silver, and the Indians are saying, both of you are the same bloody bastards. Y'all believe in money. Y'all love to take land and fight for what is not yours. But there will come a time very soon, all will come to an end. You call God creation black man, white man, but I never hear you call the Indian brown man or the Chinese yellow man, unless you're talking about the reggae singing in Jamaica. How illiterate are you? I call upon all Guyanese, Indian and blacks, you the two. I mix with both race. Stop your bullshit. APNU is not for you, PPP is not for you. I look at a video about Mr. Burke. Yes, he called the PPP apartheid government, but was not the PNC, the black government, an apartheid government too? In a country don't belong to none of you? And I will give you straight letter words. Ladies and gentlemen, forgive me. You raped the fucking Amerindian. You fuck them and breed them and run away. Police, military, and you talking about God and apartheid? Come on! But Mr. Burke don't know much according to his information. But if I understand what I'm listening to, that they serve him a paper accusing him of criminal activity, it is wrong. I condemn it. The man have a right to his own rights of speaking in America. He was young. He was a son of a police officer who he claimed that he was living in the compound. He's not responsible for Barnum and Jagan disease, Indian and black. You blame the white man as a black man for slavery, but you enslave other people in Guyana. You blame them to bring you as an Indian, as cheap laborer, but you F up everybody else in Guyana. You need to be executed. I am not Burke. I believe in one thing. If you scratch my skin by accident, you get out, but if you scratch it willfully, I mean to take you out. I'm telling you the truth, I swear to Allah, Bhagwan of God. And I have no apology. But I'm telling you here, I have done a lot of interviews with Guyanese who live in Venezuela. They would support Maduro to destroy Guyana, not only 60%, everything. Because what you, the blacks, have done to the Indian and other race was not right. But then again, if it's 100 black people, I will give 35 to 36 was not involved in it. It's the illiterate, the uneducated, and those who was bribed to create the problem. But you Indian, and I must be honest with you, you are not a racist people. You all are fucking corrupt, covetous, vindictive. You all will do anything to get what you want by using your wife and your daughter. And if you have to turn around and become a gay by having a dick in your ass, and I have no apology, you will do it. Because you are only about you, not the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, for I to speak like this to you today, I don't care one shit, but I will revenge everybody who hurt me and my son and my family. Remember, I am George Correa, and I know one thing. Your children, but I believe in a God, thanks to my great-godmother, black people. What they instill in me make I still have a little human way of thinking for forgiveness. But you Indians, you ridicule, you criticize, you condemn, you put people down, and you are calling on Allah, Bhagwan, and God hypocrites. If he listened to you all, then Judas should be the king in heaven. What do you think? That's my opinion, okay? Now what Mr. Burke put out, I want to make it clear. I would not deny what the brother said. The only thing I'm angry about, he can't call the PPP government an apartheid when Barnum was running Guyana in an apartheid system. Come on, Burke, I'm not your enemy. You're right. We don't need black people to rule Guyana or India. Chinese, not Portuguese. We need the native, followed by the mixed race. If the Indian of Guyana, the Amerindian, indigenous people, become the leader of Guyana, and we unite with them, we can bring about a great country. Guyana is bigger than Britain, and we have 300 and something islands. Some is bigger than Barbados. And we must open up the door to the less fortunate, regardless of religion, race, or culture. For we are all God's creation. And therefore, we must open up our mind and our heart to do what is right. Think what I'm telling you. You might call me crazy, stupid, mad. Call me everything you want. But let me give you a story here before I go. My own brother, we were young, he pulled a knife on me. I warned him to put it down, he refused. I shot him. Today I sit here on this day, in January. I regret I didn't kill the bastard. I swear, I should have killed him. But things happen. My mother is an Indian mixed with black. She was dividing us, like the Jews are dividing Palestine and Israel. Friends, I want you to know, I give this war up to the 15th of March. If America don't stand firm and deal with Israel as what is happening right now, we will lose a lot of allies. And it looks like the Third World War might be by June, July. We have to stop talking about slave trade, because all the prophet of God was slaves. They were butchered. Even Abraham, that lion son of a bastard, said his wife told him to have sex with his slave. Ladies and gentlemen, I can give you all 4-letter word because you all don't understand when you speak in the right way. He raped the fucking woman and had sex with her. And lie! Well, if that was in the Bible, that means every black man, white man, brown man, yellow man, and purple man have a right to do the same. I don't believe in that. That's not God. Bhagwan or Allah. So I urge you here in the name of Allah, Bhagwan, and God to open up your eyes, your ears, and your mind and do the research. Moses drunk the pharaohs and threw the commandment in the face of the disbelievers. As they said, God chosen people. How could God make so many people but only chose a few? I don't believe in that. That's not the God I serve. For a mother is responsible for every creation. God is responsible too. So don't listen to that bullshit. And what is happening in Palestine right now, I give my greatest condolence to the people, even to the innocent Jews who lost their life. But how long will we continue like this? I blame all Arabs. You have the money, the military. You have the artillery. If it have to be a world war, third, and the end of the world, I ask of you, let it be. Because we cannot continue like this. We cannot continue like this. I urge you in the name of Allah, Bhagwan, and God. Let's come to the table. Who's wrong is wrong, who's right is right. And therefore, in Guyana, it must not have a black leader, an Indian leader, Portuguese or Chinese. Let's find an Amerindian leader, man or woman. Put them as the leadership of the country, administered by everyone else. And every minister must declare their assets. And I don't care if you have to hang your mother, your father, your child, your wife. I don't care. I support it, providing you're right. Okay? You all might say I'm crazy. I've been to 87 countries, man. I've been into the islands. I've seen a lot. I don't put them together, so I would be 100 or something. But when you are a hypocrite, you're doomed. But I have a message. Who's the president of Guyana, Barry Jacques or Mr. Ali? And I hope you Indian in Guyana understand Indian went against you and support Venezuela. Y'all are outcasts, like myself, because I got your blood in me. Bharat, you found her auntie in India. I hope she's dead, because she wouldn't like what is coming down. But I call on the United States government to proclaim the rights of democracy and human rights in this hemisphere. And let's work together and heal the wound, because too many wrong things are happening. Guyana can take 40 million people when we don't even have 670,000 people. We can help the world from the catastrophe that's going on from the UN to right back. But I know there are bigger hands involved in this. A man sent me a clipping that in America the Jews are controlling America. Well, friend, if that is true, let's pull down our flag and pull up their own. Because like they have a vision and we don't have none. All right? Our government ministers and people are taking bribe. And if they control our Congress and our government and presidency, then my dear God, Lucifer, in the name of God you win. This is what I want you all to know. Today, why we cannot live together as brothers and sisters. Unite is not Indian, white, black, brown, and yellow. Come on. And you black people got to stop talking about slavery from the beginning of the Bible. There was slavery, God allowed it. Sometimes I wonder if there is a God. Because I'm a man, and if you hurt my son, I'll get back to you. And God allow you to do that? I don't believe in that bullshit. My God is great. He give you an open field until you're ready. So I call upon all of you in Guyana, turn away from the PPP, APNU, the PNC, and all them, they are not your friend. They are wicked, treacherous, devious, and corrupt. And once you elect a right leader, must be an Amerindian, followed by the mixed race, and all other race will change the constitution, and we will put Guyana forward. Open up the door to the less fortunate around the world, regardless of languages, culture. We are all God people, for God made man in his own image and likeness. Not black man, white man, brown man, yellow man. So what with the purple man? Is he not in existence? Friends, you might be upset what I'm saying, but I'm telling the truth. But in Guyana, I urge all of you to come together and unite. For Guyana could be the stepping stone for Jesus, Muhammad, and others. Let's show mercy, forgiveness, and unite. The PPP is the enemy of the country as much as the PNC and the AFC. Listen to the word AFC after fooling the country or fooling the coolie. Let's unite. And Ramjatan, how long we live, you might kill me. But your sister and your family, and your brother and others, and your children, be careful. Look at my hands. We are clean. We won't do it. But the others behind us will not wait. Please. And you, David Ranger, as a black man, Portuguese black, you should be ashamed. You must want some security for my father, Imam Karai. But nothing wrong with that. You allow the coolie to control you. Shame on you and your generation. But may God have mercy upon those. And I let y'all know, everything is going to be okay.